The big voice. KWTN 100.9 FM. Allen, Nebraska. The official radio station of the Winnebago Tribe.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you almost got it. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You are listening to 100.9 FM. This is KWTN, the Big Voice Radio. We are the official radio station of the Winnebago Tribe of Nebraska. Yeah, tonight, you guys, we are listening to the Big Voice Sports Talk Show. This is your host, Coach Q. And then right here, my co-host, B-Love.
B-Love's in the house.
He's in the house, y'all. Hey, B-Love, man. This is episode 7 of season 2. Kind of...
Moving along.
Yeah, when I say that, man, it kind of seems like CSI or something, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, season 2 was already a cool thing because, like, just having a season 1 was just an idea. It was an idea that Garen and I and Huge had. Mm-hmm. You know, we were on one of the Tuesday, I think it was Winnebago Talks episodes one time. We were talking about our jobs and about the youth and stuff like that. And then, you know, just the idea came up. Maybe we should try to have a sports show. And you know what? Here we are. A year later, second season, episode number 7.
That's crazy. I'm kind of bummed because I didn't get the season 2, episode 1, because I think I finally took a little vacation that time when it happened.
You finally took another vacation? You finally took another Las Vegas vacation? Yeah, bro. But hey, I have a good time doing this. I hope you do too.
Yeah.
You know, one of the things that's kind of crazy because, you know, it's really... I really just talked to a lot of people throughout the work week about sports, you know, about bagel sports and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I'm one of those guys, and I bleed blue, you know.
Yep.
I'm trying to be at all the Winnebago stuff, you know. I got kids, and now I got grandkids here, you know, and nephews, nieces, and relatives, you know.
Yep.
And it's just a joy watching all these youngsters come up from little bitty guys and little bitty gals to some really supreme student athletes as they venture on into the next level, you know.
Yeah.
And I guess being kind of old school, we get to talk about a lot of people, you know. And I mean, we think back to like even shortly after we were out of high school, there were a lot of athletes come up behind us, you know, and some did some pretty good things, you know. I remember basketball players, football players, track stars, you know, back then. But now today, we can have more athletes. We got golf stars. You know, we got
cross country.
We're hopefully have baseball pretty soon. You know, so it's been a treat. You know,
yep.
And then all that experience, all the games that I go watch, that you go watch, and Coach Huge goes watch, and all the hosts or all the guests that we have on the show. You know, just all kinds of experience, all kind of. Stories and we get to share those things with our listeners and our viewers, you know. So really enjoying myself. So today's episode, we're gonna give some esports tourney updates. We're gonna give some Lewis and Clark basketball conference basketball updates. Also, later on in the show, we have some of the Winnebago wrestling team gonna be up here. A few of the team members from the boys team and the girls team going to come up here and share a little bit about their season and then what they're going to be doing in the next couple of weeks preparing for the postseason. Cool. And I believe so far, like ever since Winnebago's been a part of the wrestling, that I think that we've been sending people to the state tournament every year.
Yeah,
so
we're just having some big names, and people, a lot of them kids are just coming out and just killing the sport, you know, in general like that, because it's crazy. I mean, when I first started with Big Zagurski, you know, him making down the state, and then Prosper Gilpin, you know, those guys, the big boys, you know, and then followed up with the GOAT. I forget her name. Soraya, yeah. You know, just those. I mean, and I like all levels of the wrestling, the weight classes, but I'm a big guy, so I'm always gonna pull for the big
dogs. Yeah. It's always exciting to watch. Even like watching WWE and stuff like that. Those big dudes is always cool to watch.
Yeah,
Undertaker and all those guys.
Well, that's all real. That stuff.
Yeah, that's real. so there's always a future in that too.
Yep. Acting and wrestling, same thing.
Wrestling, yeah. Well, hey, we're gonna go ahead and get on into some of the show here, and I want to give some early shout outs. Okay, some early shout outs, and we're gonna be talking about a little bit more about a couple of them, but I want to give an early shout out to the Bagel Boys. Let's go! The Bagel Boys were in the silver bracket, the Clark conference, or the Clark bracket of the Lewis and Clark conference. Man, they did an awesome showing. They played against Creighton the first game, down by 2 with the clock ticking down to 0, and Sonny Boy Rakeem pulled up from a Steph Curry range 3 over the guy who was dominating the game, number 11, and hit that buzzer beater, won the game.
Seen the video.
Pushed them on into the second round. Second round, they go up against a tough Tri-County team. Tri-County recently coming off a win when they beat the 10-0 Walt Hill Blue Jays at home, or at Allen. I think they were in Allen or Emerson.
That was a conference game.
It wasn't a tournament game. It was just a conference game, but it wasn't in the tournament. Regular season game right after Christmas break.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so
right
they're the ones
after
that gave Walt Hill got rid of their goose egg.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Sure did. Yeah, and I guess that was a barn burner. It went down to the wire and stuff like that. So, but Winnebago pulled off that semifinal win against Tri-County.
That wasn't even really that close, was it? 10 points, maybe?
It was about a 10-point game at the end. So
yeah,
but it was a good game. The boys shot really well, and their defense was coming together.
Oh, yeah.
You know? And then they ended up playing Hartington Newcastle in the championship game at Hartington Newcastle. And so the Hartington Newcastle had the upper hand. They just beat Winnebago 2 weeks ago. They were blowing Winnebago out, but in the fourth quarter, Winnebago chipped away and got within 3 points, I guess. And if we would have had one more minute left in that game, I think we could have came back and won that game.
Wow.
So Winnebago got a chance to redeem themselves in the championship game of the Clark division.
There you go.
And they basically kind of led the whole game.
That's cool.
And there was a couple times where Hartington Newcastle would come back and get within one or tie the game up, but then Winnebago just tightened up their defense a little bit more, and a big showing by Caden Brownrigg. Scored 23 points and a number of assists and a number of steals too. So the junior coming up big in that championship game there.
He's the older two of the bros, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Those are Tinner's boys?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And Caden plays just like Tinner, just a little
water bug,
and agile, left to right, left to right, quick, and good ball handling skills too.
Him and Hannah played back in the day when they were young, like gnats, just always in the way, hanging on me, biting on me. That's how they do. But yeah, that's cool. I mean, I remember a little story. I want to share a little story about the older Brownrigg boy when he was playing. I don't even know if you guys had a Warpath back then. Maybe it was, but I seen him I think it might have been third grade. He come down there playing on the low hoops.
Yeah.
And he come down, dribbled. He went behind his back at third grade.
Yeah.
Went behind his back and went between the other kid's legs at the same time. And then he come up behind him and got the ball, waiting for a layup. I said, this kid is like in third grade doing that stuff. And I was like, okay, so now he's playing like his dad, and his dad was kind of tricky with the ball, a little, quick and stuff. So I was like, all right, I want to keep my eye on this kid, just to see. But that's good to know. I mean, like I said, I haven't really been to too many of the games because I got a grandson that's in high school too that starts for Bancroft Rosalie. So I've been going to a lot of his games. So I try to catch these games on TV as much as I can. But it's good to see them I'm proud of them that they did that.
Yeah, and he's got a good story too. He's just coming off of a knee injury. He missed all of last year, all sports, because he's recovering from knee surgery. So he's been doing rehab a lot. Coaches also help out with that with the strength program.
That's good. Then speaking of knees and knee injuries, then Val, did he re-injure his knee too?
I think he might have tweaked it, and they're kind of just a waiting game. I think he'll be back hopefully before the Ashland Greenville game.
Okay, I'm just being curious because his injury that he had prior. I mean, those are serious and those are tough to come back from. But from what I heard, he put in all the work and he did it. But I was always told that as soon as you injure your knee, then it's never the same.
Yeah.
And I hate to see that for these young athletes that do that.
You see some people bounce back and do and do pretty good, you know. But then, yeah, you don't. Then some people that just like, oh, hey, you know, I might have to change my game up and just be a spot up shooter or something, you know. So, but you know, we'll definitely be following that young man because he actually is Warpath, and this squad right here. If you take all the 10th graders and the 9th graders, we're gonna be participating in that Midwest Invitational Tournament.
And everybody listening and checking it out, the tall kid in the middle, he's a newbie, and I don't even know him, but I heard he's a good little ball player. He was dunking around in a JV game the other day. Only a freshman or a sophomore, something. I don't know the kid, but it's good. It's always good to have 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", whatever how tall he is. Big fella.
Yeah, it is. It is. We'll get to that here in a little bit too. We'll talk a little bit more about the boys and how they're doing right now and what they got to look forward to in the next couple of weeks with postseason coming up. Another early shout out I want to give. I want to give an early shout out to Jolan Blackbird. Jolan Blackbird from the girls team. Give her an early shout out, and we'll talk about the girls a little bit too. But yeah, the freshman phenom hit a 3-pointer last night. The score was 60-62 when this happened. Those of you that are viewing it on the screen there, display that's happening right here, you know, Blackbird takes the ball out. They have so much confidence in the freshman. She pulls up and hits the game winner.
She went window?
She went window too. Game winner. And you can see Coach Harlan right there freaking out.
No foul. She's hollering. That's what you can tell. She's screaming that out.
You guys can watch it one more time. The play was called up. Get it right there, top of the key, right back to her. Nobody on her. Pull up for that 3. Splash. Window. And right there, that was for the game.
Wow.
And I just walked in as they were taking the ball out of bounds.
So you got to see it?
I got to see that. Right
nice.
There. Matter of fact, right there, I just now sat down right behind the bench, so I got to see that same angle there.
Craig Elo shot right there. Remember when he took it out and took it in, but then Jordan ended up hitting that shot.
That's one thing that people got to remember too, youngsters. That the most dangerous person of the play at the end is the guy or the gal taking the ball out of bounds.
That's right.
That is the most dangerous one. Oh, we'll do that shout out right there. Shout out to one of our former guests. Remember this past summer, B-Love, when we were having all the collegiate athletes from Winnebago that came back to serve their people. We was doing spotlights. Well, Mr. Aaron LaPointe received an award, the award 40 Under 40 from the National Center for American Indian Enterprise Development. And yeah, Aaron, he's started as soon as he graduated, started up at HCI at farms, and now he's kind of the head of a lot of different departments up there. Yeah. He's doing some big things, you know. And so I want to say congratulations to Mr. LaPointe on all his hard work that he does for his people.
Yep, that's and we always call everybody nephew, grandson, this and that. He's actually our little brother, and for real. He needs to take the hat off once in a while. I'm telling him that all the time.
And so then my next shout out, it goes to this young man. His name's Adrian Phillips. He's my grandson, beloved, Jessica's nephew.
Oh, okay.
And so he's a senior at Walt Hill, the Walt Hill Blue Jays. We were just talking about them. They have a pretty solid squad this year. He's the big dude that been getting the dunks.
He's the donkey guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he was actually here.
Yep.
He was actually here with us a few weeks back when we highlighted the Walt Hill Blue Jays basketball team. So what happened is that today was signing day. Adrian has signed his letter of intent to play basketball and go to school at the local Morningside Mustangs up in Sioux City, Iowa. Morningside always has a good team too, bro.
Yep. And
they got good coaches up there. So I want to say congratulations to my grandson for all his hard work. I know that I travel a lot and I see a lot of ball players from Winnebago, Wall Hill, Macy, and Santee area, and Adrian is at all the tournaments all the time.
Nice.
And he's even traveling to tournaments that I don't go to. So
there you go. Congratulations, young man.
Yeah, all that hard work paid off. Congratulations.
This other picture right here, who's that?
Yeah, that picture right there, that's Chris Ross.
Chris Ross.
You recognize him?
Yep, that we need a flash for that picture right there. Like there's just a emblem standing in the background.
Looks like a shadow.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, congratulations, Adrian. I know that your grandmama looking down on you, proud. All right, so yeah, and then another shout out right here. These young ladies right here, that's pictured here, they're standing there with one of the teachers there, and they're actually the newest members of the National Honor Society. Mm-hmm. I know that that's not an actual sport, but on this sports show, we definitely talk about your education. And as I look out there, all those girls are in sports right there. Mm-hmm. So most of them for basketball, and I see her wrestling.
Wolf dog.
Yeah, and so congratulations to you ladies, and do not let up on your grade. Just keep it going forward. As a matter of fact, push even harder. Yep. Push even harder. You girls are doing an outstanding job in the classroom.
Yeah, good job. Congrats.
Hey, thanks to the parents too for helping these kids out. That's a big accomplishment.
It is Cassie's oldest daughter, Cassie and Wombly.
Mimike.
Okay, so she's actually, I know for a fact that she made this too, but she couldn't make that ceremony right there. So,
okay.
So just to throw her name in there too.
Is there a list of girls on there, Beth? The list. Well, because Mimike Dozo will be one of the ones that is not pictured, but congratulations to her. Go ahead and read those ones off, beloved.
It says four new members were inducted into the National Honor Society on Sunday, February 4th. Lula
Decora.
Kaylin Little George Cloud. You said that one, bro.
Mahawi Grant.
And Breezy. And then current members, Wilk Dog. And yeah, I don't have her name on there. Oh yeah, right there. Let's see, Willie Kitcheon put that on there, missing Mimike. But yep, she's on there. Congratulations, you girls.
And then Mrs. Eberly is their sponsor, and say thank you very much for all the work you're putting in with these young ladies. Mm-hmm. Congratulations, girls.
I have one.
Yeah.
That we were trying to get to last week, but we ran out of time. Like I said, I'm gonna be biased again, but I got to witness my granddaughter Cassidy Rain Bass. She actually had a career high on her. They played Homer the other last week or a week and a half ago, and she ended up scored a career high against them in a win into 7th grade, because she's in 7th grade.
Yeah.
So the 7th grade team played their 7th grade team, and she had her career high.
How much? Yeah.
20. And then
nice.
then the next game they played Wakefield, and she had 19.
Oh, nice.
So back-to-back games where I was actually hollering around and stuff like that. So shout out to my grandbaby.
As you should.
Yeah, proud Choka moment, proud of her and how far she's coming, and it all kind of reflects off of Coach Sean Walker.
Yep.
I'll give him props all the time because he's working with that age, with that age bracket with the girls. We all, we talked about it before, that's a tough age bracket. But yeah, so just want to say, Cassidy, I'm proud of you. Choka loves you. Good job. Keep it up.
Oh, I just now found out that my niece Crystal Ross, her son Adrian, who just now signed with Morningside, I must not have read that. I thought he was signing for basketball.
Oh wow!
But it looks like he signed for football. He was an all-stater this past couple years too, as a wide receiver for the Wall Hill Blue Jays, and they were a pretty solid squad too. So. Hey, even more congratulations. And you know what? Hey, you could probably make the basketball team too, grandson. Wow. So congratulations to Adrian. All right, there's the shout out right there that I missed last week. We were doing a live stream of the game last week, and I believe it was the Hartington Newcastle game. And we were up there, and we got some gift bags, some kind of goodie bags, and then there was a note that was attached to them too, and it said, "Thank you for all that you do. We've been following the Big Voice since December 2022." And you know what? I don't know if they was trying to rhyme, but they rhyme. Let's go. And so baby. So then it looks like Bethany, how do they say that name? Maju Piwinga Snow, number 23. Charlize, number 15, and Brenda Pear. Hi, Brenda Pear, number 5. Let's go. But yeah, I want to say thank you to Brenda and the girls for being supporters of the Big Voice. You know, the live stream, the Big Voice Sports Talk Show, the radio.
Just to throw some what Brenda, look at she number 5. She kind of threw her old basketball under because she used to be an old hooper back in the day too.
Brenda used to be a shooter.
And then right here underneath it must be Flandreau Indian School.
Oh yeah. FIS.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There you go.
Brenda's an old hooper from way back.
Right. Shout out to Brenda and the girls. Thank you very much for the gift bags and for being followers.
I got a quick little message on my phone, bro.
Let's go.
I got to get a quick little shout out to not last weekend, the weekend before, we went up to Sioux Falls and played in the Midwest Dart Tournament 2024. Big, huge tournament.
Yeah.
Different levels. My wife, Patrice, and her partner, Jamie, I don't know what she goes by anymore. Scrub. Everybody, we all know her as Scrub.
Yep, Scrub.
But they end up winning their division, their level. So they won some money for that and a plaque and bragging rights for a year. So say congratulations to you guys, and they both got fired up to where we paid our entry fee for the national tournament out in Las Vegas coming up in April. So we're gonna try to get going out there, and then not to be outdone, me and Scrub's old man Leander end up winning the level 2 right below Masters. We end up winning the level 2, so we were champs for a year and bragging rights for a year. So anyway, there's your shout out, Scrub. Quit bugging me now.
Well, congratulations to you guys and to them for getting that win. And then I also got to tell, I saw another one that won the tournament too. James Randall. Chris Ross, that was on the picture with Adrian earlier. Yep. And Chad Fuller.
And then Junsuke, little Sheridan boy that played. He works down at I forget his name. I forget his name. He works down here at with Sean Walker and those guys. I think works out. You know what I'm talking about. He played basketball for Bancroft for a while. Gosh, what's his name?
Oh my goodness!
Someone getting those comments and
hey, yeah, somebody. You guys better get after Buff for forgetting names.
Oh
here.
man, I'm getting old, guys. I'm getting old.
But they also won their division up there too. And I think, what did you say that was, Buff?
Huh.
8 or 18 or something like that division?
They're like in nephew division 7th or 8th or something like that night.
I'm talking about Junsuke, then.
Yeah, no, I don't even want to tell you what level my wife and Jamie was in.
Oh, no.
But they always say the money's all the same, whatever level you're in.
You know what I say?
What?
I said, like I said before, the conference tournament, a bracket is a bracket. Mm-hmm. You know, whatever kind of bracket it is, that's the tournament right there.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
The job, try to win that damn thing, man. Let's go, man.
They all represented too.
Yeah.
That's good stuff, you guys.
Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, good shout out, man. Good shout out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then my last shout out, then we're going to go ahead and get into the topic list. And a couple of our guests that showed up, so we can kind of get them on a little early.
Kenyon, that's his name
Kenyon.
right there.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Michelle.
All right. Hey, thanks for listening too, Michelle. Let's go. All right, other shout out. Dami Barrage again. Man, I saw a post that they run in an indoor course, or indoor track and field course now in the wintertime, and it sounds like they're breaking some school records.
Oh, I've seen that too.
The squad.
Yep, I've seen that
so
too.
You know what, Dami and all your bros down there that run, man, you guys keep running, man. Keep running, man, because as long as you guys keep running and making noise, I'll be making the noise up here for y'all. Yep. So congratulations, you boys, for running. Just like you said, but just looking at that post made me tired. Yeah. So congratulations, you boys.
Good job, boys.
All right, bro. Let's go ahead and get on in. So today we're gonna have a couple guests on. You boys might as well come up here now. Yeah, go ahead and put these headsets on. And we're still gonna talk about esports while these guys are on here too. So we'll get them in that conversation too. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us right now from the Winnebago boys wrestling team, Mr. Jared Doxey.
All-American.
All-American Jared Doxey. And Patrick Burt is in the house. You guys go ahead and say hello to the guests, or to the listeners.
Hello.
Hello.
There you go. All right, I think Patrick's kind of scared. Doc's been on here a couple of times before, so he's kind of used to it. So, but yeah, we're gonna get him going here in a little bit. But we're gonna get into wrestling here in a little bit, you boys. But But first of all, we're going to go ahead and chop it up a little bit about that esports state berth that they had last week. You remember we had the esports team on here last week, and man, they were so excited about going out and continuing on and trying to get this 3P. And I guess they have some good competition out there. So the boys, they went out to where did they say they went to? North Platte?
York.
Oh, to York. Yeah,
Yep.
They went down to York and they represented the esports team. And Winnebago for the Mario Kart, they took home the 3rd and 4th place out there at the state tournament, and then they placed, I think it was it 2nd? It was 3rd in Overwatch. So I know that it wasn't what the team was hoping for and what they was kind of projecting, but just making it that far, they should just be proud of making it that far.
Yep.
Because there's a lot of schools and a lot of student athletes that did not even make the cut. And so there's a picture of them all right there, and the esports team. And then the good thing about this esports team is that like this season for Mario Kart and Overwatch just ended, but like I think next week or the week after that they start up with some more, and I think Fortnite is up in there, and there's a lot of kids that play Fortnite, so this team might grow.
Yeah.
And Winnebago might make some noise in Fortnite because the kids do it all the time.
The little Kenny acting like his dad when all the softball pictures.
All right. Hey, let's ask these boys here. You guys ever play those? Let's start with you, Docs. You ever play any of these games that the kids play for esports?
A little bit of Mario Kart. I don't know about Overwatch. I tried it one time and it was really like complex, and I kind of just undownloaded it.
Yeah. Taking up space.
Yeah.
What about you, Pat?
Was it Fortnite and Overwatch?
Fortnite
Or
and Overwatch?
Mario Kart.
Oh, Mario Kart?
Yeah, I played Mario Kart when I was younger.
Okay.
It's pretty easy, but Overwatch I haven't played that before.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, the ones that play Overwatch, they really talk about, the game plans, the whole thing behind it, and how you work as a team, and how you set stuff up, and it seems like it's pretty complicated for someone like me, because when I play video games, I'm either playing 2K or Madden or bro, you remember old Mike Tyson, that boxing game?
Yeah.
That kind of game. Not really too much of that stuff that moves around too much, because I get
motion
sickness.
sickness. Yeah,
I'm just an old dude, man.
Yeah.
I'm just an old dude, still used to that one-dimensional video game, man.
Bulls versus Blazers.
Yeah, Tron, Tetris,
Big Doug.
Big Doug. Okay, yeah. So anyway, we're gonna stay tuned and follow the esports team in this upcoming season when they're going to be doing Fortnite too. I'll make sure and get those players all up in here so we can visit a little bit about Fortnite stuff too. So, but moving on the schedule here, looks like you got the Lewis and Clark conference tournament. We spoke a little bit about that earlier, but we'll kind of go through with the girls first. Be-Love.
Mm-hmm.
So the girls had the first round bye, and then they won their first game. And so then we already talked about that because that was last week. But then their championship game was on Friday, past Friday.
Played Homer.
They played Homer, and they previously beat Homer.
First game of the season.
Mm-hmm. Which was a really good game. But in this championship game, I don't know, things kind of went the other way for Winnebago. Homer they were hustling a lot more. They got hot from the outside. Big game by Walker from Homer, and Walker's Ho Chunk girl. Yeah, and so big game by her, and she was she brought her team to a victory, and the Homer Knights. So congratulations to the Homer Knights for winning that Clark Division, Lewis and Clark Conference Tournament Championship right there. So, and yeah, I believe that if we were going to give a most valuable player, I believe Walker would have got that because she played huge on both ends. Mm-hmm. So yeah, good stuff.
And then volleyball's her sport.
Yeah, she's a volleyball player.
Yeah,
I think she's probably gonna go to the next level and play volleyball. And I think she's only a junior too, so she's got a lot of time left.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it seems like a lot of time when you're dominating as a junior. So,
yeah.
But yeah, it's good stuff. But the Winnebago girls bounced back. Like I said, they bounced back last night against Wakefield in a real close game, and we showed that the ending to that game earlier. And so congratulations to the girls for bouncing back the way they did.
Yep.
All right, then. So I did give a early shout out to the Bagel boys. I wanted to make sure and mention that because the Bagel boys were in the same boat, but they had to play the first round game. They didn't get a bye. They played the semifinal game and they got a good win, and they went to the championship game against a team that already beat them before, and held on, man, dominated and won that side of the bracket. So I was really proud of the boys. Did you get to watch any of that game?
I didn't get to see none of that game, bro. Like I said, I was down. My grandson played the same night, so I didn't really get to watch it.
Yeah, there was a couple of players from Hartington, Newcastle that was hooping 2 weeks ago, and scoring anywhere between 15 and 20, but they didn't do that. They got shut down in this game here, so I think that might have been a key was the defense.
Mm-hmm.
So congratulations to the boys, man, for doing that. And then last night the boys took a hard loss. Last night we're out some players, some injuries. We had four of our varsity in street clothes last night because of injuries. So we were short staffed, but they still fought hard, and it was a close game. Probably all the way up until maybe about a minute and 40 seconds or something like that left in the game, where a couple free throws kind of put it like a 3-possession game, and it was kind of like it's going to be hard to come back. But they didn't give up. They played all the way to the end.
Good.
Wakefield stalled a lot in that last quarter, and we all know about that.
Yeah, I hate that.
I don't like it either. But
Well,
if a win's a win.
Yeah, and then that's not going to happen too much next year because they're going with the shot clock next year.
Oh yeah. And I was actually saying that too in the crowd. I was like, man, these guys might as well have fun now while they're doing this, because next year they're not going to be able to do this anymore.
Yeah.
So, congratulations for everybody for getting the shot clock. Let's go. All right. So, but yeah, but then Winnebago actually they have some games coming up. Tomorrow night on Thursday night they host the Santee Warriors. Santee Warriors are coming in town. Their boys team and I believe their girls team both won the L&I, the lower bracket, and so they're going to be bringing some hoopers in town. And everybody loves when another res comes in town to play ball, man, because you're going to see a lot of res ball, and that's what the community and the fans love to see. So, going to be an exciting game tomorrow night. We're going to go live from the Winnebago Public School tomorrow night. The Big Voice live stream will be setting up for the girls' game right around 6 o'clock, and then the boys will be following that. So if you guys are listening, you guys want to see some good res ball, come out to Winnebago.
Cool.
6 o'clock. Be some exciting basketball, and then on Friday they also host another game. It's a makeup game against Tri-County, and we just beat Tri-County in the second round of the conference tournament.
1-1.
Yep.
All right, tiebreaker game.
No, not 1-1. We beat them. We were supposed to play them in early January, but
Weather.
So that's a makeup game. So now we're 1-0 right now.
Okay.
Trying to make it 2-0 on that team. So, so that'll be exciting. JV and varsity action, boys and girls, tomorrow night or Friday night here in Winnebago, ladies and gentlemen.
They got a couple of good refs coming in for those JV games. I heard.
Yeah, a couple of good refs that they shipped in from I don't know, one of those flew them in from that real good reffing school. But if you want to see those refs be so cool, you guys can show up to those JV.
The most honest refs our kids are ever gonna see.
Yeah, I always say that too. We might not call it our way, but at least we'll give them a fair shot.
That's right.
The only fair shot they'll ever get. All right. So that's what Winnebago has to do, and I believe that next week we're gonna be traveling down to, and I think they might be the number one team in the state again.
Back-to-back state champs.
Ashland, Greenville, and bro, even though we took some lumps this year, I love it because they got Ashland on the schedule. You get any team on your schedule that when you meet up with them, they're ranked number one. That's the best night of your life, man. Because there ain't no other chance for you to knock off a number one team.
And you never know.
You never know.
The ball be like throwing a rock in the ocean sometimes. You know, you can't miss. So we'll see what happens.
Yes, indeed. So I'm really excited about that game, and we'll definitely try to bring you that, and if we can't bring you that, we'll definitely get you a link to that game.
Yeah, that
Coming
gym's
up.
real small down there too, bro. We were down there last year because that's the boys played them in the district final down
Yeah,
there last
yeah.
year, and the gym was really small. We had people standing at the door, people sitting in the aisle.
Yeah.
You know, so if you're gonna go to the game, well, you know, everybody show up to support. Get there early because the
Get there early.
gym's kind of small.
Get there early. Yeah, gym's kind of small, and get your canes on the way back. All right, so we took care of the basketball, bro. I mean, that's a good topic during basketball season, but it's also wrestling season. And I got these boys up here. Like I said, I got All-American Jared Doxey. I got his dominant teammate right here with him, Patrick Burke, and these guys been they've been wrestling all season long. I know that you guys, man, I'd be tired, but these guys right here, it seems like they just want some more, you know. So Jared Doxey, I'm gonna go ahead and let you take the mic first, and what I'm gonna ask you is just what I told you when I was chatting earlier. You know, maybe kind of give us a little update on your last couple weeks. You know, some of the tournaments that you won, and then maybe some of the competition you beat, and then what you're going to be doing to prepare for the postseason. When I say postseason, I mean like districts.
Had a rough Saturday.
This past Saturday.
Yeah, this rough. There's this kid. He was recently ranked 10th in the state. His name's Aiden Ghouls. He had pinned me in the third period, and then that sent me to the backside at the Plainview invite. And then I've battled back for third place.
Okay.
Good.
And then I met him again that Tuesday. Was that conference?
Yeah.
Met him again that Tuesday, and then won by decision against him. So I kind of got that back.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that sent me to the finals, and then I beat the number 3 kid in the state at Class D
Oh,
in the finals.
Okay, that was for conference.
Yeah,
man.
I won the conference.
There you go. There you go,
Nice.
Doxey, man. Congratulations. You know. But I'm glad you brought those names up because sometimes, like me and B Love, and then even the listeners, we kind of want to hear those names too, because as we're following your guys' sport and stuff like that, we might see that name again. You know,
Yeah.
Perfect example, that one young lady that Precious wrestled, and she.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of the Precious, but she brought up during her episode, she was talking about that she lost to the girl twice,
Yeah.
and that she was ready to get her, you know, and so then that following week she got her, you know, and that was kind of exciting for us guys here at the station to follow, you know. So we're gonna continue on doing that for each one of you guys that are out there, you know, busting your butt to try to bring home some hardware, you know. And so when are the district meets coming up?
This Saturday.
This coming Saturday.
Yeah.
And where's the district meet at?
It's at Battle Creek.
Ooh, Battle Creek. That's about a good hour drive from here or so.
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
Yeah, something like that.
Wow.
30 minutes for me.
Well, yeah, but flies over those country roads. So what are you guys doing as a team, like with your coach and everybody? What are you guys doing differently from the season now that you guys know that districts is coming up? Are you guys practicing harder? But can you kind of give us a little insight of what you guys are doing to prepare?
Well, so normally we would practice harder, but this week we're taking it like easy because like the past couple weeks they've been kind of like back to back to back, so your body just gets tired. But this week we're taking it easy and we're doing like more technique, working on our moves, working on our shots, and just taking it easy so you're like nice and juiced up for districts.
Yeah,
Ready to go.
yeah, it makes sense.
And then catching that loss right before District 2 kind of get you rejuiced, you know, let you know, all right, I don't want to get beat no more, so it's time to go. So like, if you had to pick a loss up, that was the perfect time to catch it, you know.
Yeah.
So readjusted and went after it,
Yeah.
got him again. So
Yeah.
it's good.
Yeah, that's good. And then you know, you lose to a team or a person, and you're like, man, I gotta work harder. Then you end up matching up again. You get that dub, you get that win, and it kind of gets you motivated. Like, man, you know, like I can do that. What if I work harder? You know, what if I, you know, what if I didn't let him get me in this position or whatever like that? You know, then now you can, if you ever have to meet up with him again, then you might even have him now, you know. So yeah, that's good. You know, and Patrick, thank you for bringing up that your kind of version of what you guys are doing at practice, because you know, us guys, we never wrestled before. They never had wrestling back in the day. So some of the things that you guys, the techniques and the things that your coaches tell you guys, stuff like that, those are all new to us. You know, I thought you guys would be working harder, you know, or maybe lifting more weights or something. But yeah, it makes sense to kind of like let your body recoup a little bit too before the big competition too. So
it's kind of like fine tuning and everything.
Yeah, like a little oil change, you know, a little tune up or something like that before the competition start too. So,
Right.
How about one last thing for you boys then before I get these girls up here. You guys can both answer this if you want to. You know, maybe a message for your guys' team coming from you guys. Kind of. When I look at you guys, especially, you know, you guys come up here to the radio show, you guys, you know, talking the way you are about your squad, about your team and stuff like that. You know, what are maybe some advice or maybe some encouraging words for your team that are probably listening?
Just like keep your head up, and upsets always happen in wrestling.
True, and we're a young team, so they still got more years to go. So just get better in the off season if it doesn't work this season.
Yeah, those are good words. Good words. And then, B-Love, you got any advice for the boys wrestling team?
Just like any sport, like you just said, off season. There's usually no off season. You know, what you can do when you're not wrestling. Some of them girls I've seen, they go out for cross country just to run, to get stamina up and keep it going. But bottom line, get it with this guy. Hit the weights. You know, weights will do wonders. You know, we say that all the time when you student athletes come up. That's something that me and Quince never did when we were young. We tried lifting weight for a little while, but we're too cool for that. We're gonna play basketball instead. But you know, in hindsight, we're thinking, man, we should lift weights.
Yeah.
Because you know what would have happened, you know, back then when we were young, you know. So when they, you know, people, those trainers or anybody, coaches tell you to hit these weights and do this and try to get your personal best and stuff like that, all it's gonna do is make you bigger, stronger, faster. You know, so just lift weights and have fun.
Yeah, I was gonna throw that in at the end
Have
because
fun.
you guys nailed everything that I was gonna say too to anybody, but just make sure and, you know, have fun and like B-Love always says, make the best memories, man. You
Soak
know,
it in.
Make the best memories, soak them in. So, well, I want to thank you boys for for sitting down with us. Me and B-Love, we always have a good time kind of chatting with the younger generation about sports, especially because they're playing them, you know. But if we bring up, you know, just sports you guys watch, we could talk for hours on that too, you know. But we do want to make sure that the listeners and the viewers and all the loyal followers for the Big Voice Sports Talk Show and the ones that follow you guys, the Winnebago Public School, that they get to hear a little bit of the inside story of you student athletes, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
So I want to say thank you guys. I'm gonna get these girls up here, man. These girls are used to being up here. All right, thank you guys. You're listening to 100.9 FM. This is KWTN, the Big Voice Radio. You are listening to the Big Voice Sports Talk Show. This is your host, Coach Q, right here with my co-host, B-Love. He's in the house, y'all. He's in the house. So, ladies and gentlemen, those of you that are just not joining us, we talked a little bit about the Winnebago sports going on, the basketball and a whole bunch of other stuff. And our spotlight tonight is the Winnebago Indians and Lady Indians wrestling teams. And we just got done talking with Jared Doxey and Patrick
All-American.
Burke. Oh, All-American. Man, I gotta keep on saying that. All-American Jared Doxey and Patrick Burke. And they gave some good words and told us some good stuff about the season and what they're gonna do to prepare for the upcoming postseason. So now we have Precious, Decora, and Hans, Darian, Eric. I had to get those names right before I clowned it on the radio. But hey, these girls here, man, have been making some noise, man, and not just with the regular season, but these girls have been bringing home a lot of hardware this season in these tournaments that they've been going to. So, well, first of all, you girls go ahead and say hello.
Hi. So
They are back. They were here not too long ago.
They're actually talking.
Oh yeah,
This
they're talking. Yeah. Well, they got some confidence now. Ladies and gentlemen, these two ladies been going around northeast Nebraska, been putting in work and, like I said, bringing home some hard work to Winnebago and making a name for themselves. And I believe that these girls, there's a ranking system that that was out there that I think I sent you. But we're gonna try to pull that up while we're chopping it up. But we're gonna pull that little visual up for the listeners out there. But when it comes up, you guys can talk a little bit about it. But just recently, you guys just got done with conference, right? And
Yeah.
both you girls did pretty good in conference. How about you, First Huns? Can you tell us a little bit your experience during the conference tournament and how you did?
I mean, I beat that girl plenty of times, so I knew it wasn't much, but I knew I still needed to stay focused and work hard. And yeah, easy champ.
Easy champ.
Yeah.
So this year, the conference tournament for you, how many matches did you have?
2.
You had 2.
1 girl.
Oh, the same girl?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And you beat her before?
Yeah.
She ever beat you?
No.
Okay, good. That's dominance right there. Mm-hmm. Well, congratulations to you. And then what was your weight class, if you don't mind me asking?
190.
190?
Yeah.
All right, man. We got some good wrestlers on the girls team up here too. Okay, now Precious, how about you? Conference. Let us know how you did and how it went for you.
Champed out and only had 2 matches, and one of them was my teammate.
Oh, one of your teammate?
Yeah, Ricardo.
Oh, okay.
And then one was some Waiteville girl. Wrestled her plenty of times during some duels. So
Nice. How'd your teammate do against you? I mean, did she kind of hold her own, or she?
we had the match all planned out. We was gonna
They reenact their first match, Ricardo's first ever match. They was just laughing the whole match.
Oh wow! Wow, these guys having fun making memories.
And you remember you were just not talking about WWE is real?
Oh yeah.
That's that stuff right
That's
there.
There we go. Okay.
At the high school level WWE, you guys should have been doing that crazy stuff like stomping on the ground and acting like you're headbutting and stuff like that. Well, you girls been doing pretty good. Now that the postseason is coming up, you know, the boys just said that the districts are coming up pretty soon. How do you girls feel? And then, or how do you girls feel coming up, knowing that, you know, districts is what, on Saturday?
Friday.
Confident? Do you guys know who you got to go up against?
I gotta
Yeah.
go up against the number 1 girl my weight.
me too, bro.
Oh,
You
we
guys-
both.
You guys
do.
both got to
Yeah,
play
we
the number
both
1
do.
girl?
First match?
Yeah.
No,
I think
No.
mine's the first match.
not mine.
Huh. Good. Wow.
Yeah. You know, before you girls got here, me and B Love was talking about we was talking about basketball, of course. But one of the things is that for Winnebago, the boys basketball team, their last regular season game of the season is against Ashland Greenville, and we believe that they're the number 1 team in the state.
That class, our class.
In our class. And so it's kind of it's a similar kind of advice. There's no better person to wrestle than the number person to wrestle in the state, because that's where you make your best memories. Because every number 1 ranked team or person, everybody else is trying to knock them off, and then but not everybody else gets a chance to. So this is a perfect time for you girls to, man. I mean, you guys already made a name for yourself around here, and this is a perfect opportunity for you to put a big old stamp on it, and that stamp's gonna go all over the place. So I'm really excited for you girls about the wrestling, about this competition coming up on Friday.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Maybe how about that? That would be my next question. What are you girls doing outside of wrestling, outside of practice, stuff like that, to prepare yourself for this coming Friday?
Lifting, eating right, drinking a lot of water, not being dumb, doing some dumb stuff.
Perfect.
That's even though that sounds funny, that's good. That's good. And so, real quick, we had a visual up there from one of the other girl wrestlers, Ivani Wilkie.
Yeah.
And it looks like she champed out too.
Yeah, she did. She did pretty good.
So Ivani Wilkie, congratulations to you. I know that she was trying to be up here, but some stuff came up, so she wasn't able to make it. So she would be on. She would have been on here too, kind of, giving her little spiel too.
Are they gonna do? They gonna go live? Are you guys gonna be there for those matches? No, it's not at home. Man.
No, we're not. But they will have a link for it.
Someone have a link.
Yeah, nowadays it seems like all the hosts, they all have the live stream somehow. They just don't do it like us. That's why.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Then what about you then, Precious? What are you doing differently, or what are you doing not differently, but what are you doing this week outside of practice to get yourself ready for Friday?
Just more conditioning, getting that good rest, eating that good food, feeling full.
There you go. Man,
Got to make that weight.
Yeah. So you guys both going in pretty confident though, even though you know you guys have to wrestle somebody that's ranked above you.
Yep,
Yeah.
always.
Always, man. That's good to hear too.
Do you guys have a time when you guys are when those tournaments or your matches come up? Do you guys have a time so we can kind of like?
Is there a schedule, like a scheduled time where you guys wrestle? Or you guys don't get
No,
there?
it just depends on like how long the matches take and how fast.
I guess that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause you can get pinned early,
Yeah.
or you can go all 3 or whatever
And
round.
then-
Or overtime.
Then
yeah.
usually these competitions start like early in the day, right? Early in the day.
In the morning.
Yeah, so you could just, once we get the link, we'll put it on the Winnebago Big Voice Facebook page, and so people just click the link and they can go right to it.
Yeah.
Right to it. That'll be awesome to watch too. We're definitely gonna follow you girls and follow those boys too, and then hopefully we can get you guys on here again, you know, before the actual season's over, you know, or when the season is over after the state tournament.
State champs.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about. So that's one thing that we really want to encourage you girls, is continue on doing what you're doing. Definitely, when you girls are traveling down here, think about your families, think about your teachers, the other relatives, and then kind of crazy, think about your friends too, because a lot of the people I just now mentioned, they all help you become the person you are, so you can be able to do this kind of stuff in front of people, and they're always motivation for you to push yourself harder, because you're not just doing it for yourself, you're doing it for everybody, you know. And then especially coming from here, like our community, it seems like when student athletes make it to that next level, like the state level, then man, you guys got all kind of support, you know. A lot of times we see like because we watch basketball, football a lot, that through regular season you don't see too many fans out there and stuff like that, you know. But you know, in the big important competitions like state, that's where you see all these fans come out, and then they should be able to push, you know, because then you guys know that you have not only your own family behind you, but you got all kind of support coming from your community, you know, wanting you guys to do good. So you guys just know that you guys have the entire community pushing and cheering for you guys. Okay. So, but I want to say thank you girls for coming up here and sharing your guys' your season with us. So I'm gonna give you girls both opportunity just to, like I did with the boys, you know, you girls have a whole wrestling team. Is there any advice you guys want to give your girls, or some motivation for your guys' squad? Because I know they're gonna be listening.
Yeah, I feel like work better, or like work outside of wrestling. They just work inside of wrestling. Like all they do is go to practice. I feel like they need to hit the gym or something, do the other stuff to get better. Cause I don't see it. I don't see them getting better at all. But they need to start working harder and working outside of practice.
Precious.
I guess I could say to them not to get into their head, and basically what Hun said, and drill harder, work harder.
All right.
That's good.
Bro, you got any comments on that? Because
Just
I know that.
Perfect. I mean, you know, just to mirror off what I said before, you know, like I said, any kind of off-season work you can do, there's never really off-season. You know, when you're not wrestling like these girls just said, then you have to be doing something else, you know, whether it's lifting weights or working on other stuff, you know, I mean, like techniques and stuff, you know. I'm not a big wrestler, so I don't really know too much more, but hit the weights hard. If you do whatever you do outside of practice, you know, if you got to do something different, do it hard, you know, lift weights, put some weight on.
Yeah. What about this, you girls? Do you girls catch yourself watching wrestling videos on your phones?
Yes.
From time to time?
All the time.
All the time?
All the time. It's always
too?
on my
If they
phone.
pop up on my feed, I watch them.
Yeah.
So that right there is probably some of the best advice that you can give somebody. So you girls and Buff, you guys said all the stuff that I would have said too, but I want to throw that in there too. Is like watch film, watch videos.
Yes,
I
I love watching film.
You can learn so much. Not you can learn so much about
Yourself
your
and
opponent
others.
and yourself. You can see the things
And
that
like
you're
what the
doing
coaches
wrong.
are saying in the film.
Go ahead, you tell us.
I don't know. I just like watching film.
Yeah,
Do you
that's
watch
good.
female wrestlers or male wrestlers? I mean,
Both.
like both.
Both,
You
yeah.
can get techniques off of
Yeah.
all of them. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
good
well,
stuff.
see, the reason why I brought that up is because, like, I'm a basketball coach, so I get all kind of basketball stuff coming through my feed. And if I see anything that either my sons or the ball teams that I coach that could use, man, I click that
Try
share
it.
button. I
Share it in
send
the
it,
group
man.
chat.
Yeah, I share it in our group chats and have all of them watch it, because all I could do is help them. That's all I need. If they watch it, all I could do is just help them.
Yeah.
And that could take them to the next level. You never know.
You never know.
So I'm glad that you guys said that. You guys watch a lot of the videos, because that's an important part of learning about yourself and learning about your upcoming opponents too. Even coaching styles, like certain wrestlers, their teams have different like coaching styles. Maybe this coach teaches all their kids how to do this a certain way, kind of like Mr. Miyagi did back in the day. But to learn a coach's style, you just watch film. So I encourage you, the girls team, to continue on watching film. If you're doing it, watch videos, TikTok, YouTube, whatever. Just whatever kind of videos you can get. Learn techniques, learn new training exercises, drills, and all that kind of stuff. All I could do is make you a better athlete.
That's right.
Yes, indeed.
That's right.
I want to thank you girls for coming up here and, like I said, sharing all that stuff with us, and then also for that last part, sharing a little bit with your teammates, because I can honestly tell you, girls, that especially with Avani sitting up here with you girls, that a lot of those young ones look up to you guys, and you guys don't know it. So maybe this listening to this episode and listening to what you girls had to say might click, and maybe your teammates might start doing that stuff because they want to see themselves succeed like how you girls are doing this season. So thank you very much. And then thanks for joining us again today for the Big Voice Sports Talk Show, because we didn't actually do a complete highlight on the wrestling team. We did when you beat that girl,
Song?
remember? Yeah, that girl. When you beat her, I know that we did an episode with you coming up after a couple other victories. So we really enjoyed listening to your girls' stories. So I'll say thank you very much. B-Love, you got anything else for these girls?
You girls, just good luck and have fun and just go at them.
Thank you.
Yeah. I got one question before you girls leave now, and I'm gonna be asking all the students that we have on here. Me and Buff, we're old,
Yeah.
and we
Awesome.
I know, yeah. But I'm 50.
I'm out of here.
But we kind of talk from time to time with some famous athletes that we've met or seen before, like in person. And one of the main ones that we try to talk about, we got to see Michael Jordan a couple of times back in the day. But have you girls met any famous athletes in your young life?
Nope.
No.
Or seen anybody in person? Like
No.
competing? No?
No.
Never.
Well, I'm going to say this: if they haven't yet, being some top dogs in wrestling, they're going to be meeting some important people or some famous people soon. So just keep your eyes and ears out. And if you guys got those little headgears and stuff like that, be ready. Get those things signed by somebody, because your girls are getting to that age where you're going to start meeting some really famous or important people in your sport. So so look forward to that. All right, B-Love, the part of the show where we choose the athlete of the week.
Well, I kind of already, like I said, I'm kind of being biased. Like I said, I got to witness my my grandbaby have her career high and then almost beat her career high the very next game. So I want to give mine to my grandbaby Cassidy. Just because I'm so proud and I'm just liked it up so much for her. So
yeah. Well, congratulations, Cassidy Rain. She has a whole closet full of Big Voice Sports Talk Show athlete of the weeks. But congratulations, and good hooping, girl, good hooping. Well, my athlete of the week, I'm saving your girls for 2 weeks down the road, or for next week. I mean. But my athlete of the week, I'm going to go with the young lady I talked about earlier today, the freshman phenom for the girls Lady Indians basketball team, Jolan Blackbird.
Oh, yeah, I
She
saw
busted a 3 to seal the win. They were down by 2, playing against a tough Wakefield team that had them on the ropes, and Wakefield had them by 2. All I had to do was just play some good defense and could have shut Winnebago down. But no, the coach set up a play for Jolan, take the ball out, toss it in, and get the ball right back. Launched up that long 3, splash off the glass. So my athlete of the week is going to go to Jolan Blackbird. So Jolan, I have that. I'm gonna have this award for you. So whenever you see me, stop by and I'll get it for you. And I'm gonna get a picture with you.
Congratulations. Good shot there, young lady.
Yes,
Good
indeed.
job.
All right. Oh yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the show. You're listening to 100.9 FM. This is KWTN, the Big Voice Radio, the official radio station of the Winnebago Tribe of Nebraska. This is the Big Voice Sports Talk Show. I'm your host, Coach Q, and my co-host B Love is in the house.
We're out the house
and
now.
we out the house.
Deuces.
Yeah. Thanks, girls.
Yeah.
Good luck.